PDP will continue to lose. I have said it severally. And that if things are not done properly, we will regret it. And that's what happened today. The way these present governors are doing, they will bury this party. Have I not said before now that as opposition, we don't need to add to the impunity. Look, I'm an FCT minister, for Christ's sake. Forget about whatever you think. Are you telling me, as it is today, because I'm not a governor, you go and hold PDP meeting, you call them stakeholders, and then you exclude me, and then you want to survive? No, okay, assuming I'm not even the FCT minister, by the role I have played in PDP till now, simply because I'm not a governor, I cannot be consulted in taking decision of the party. Certainly not. Certainly not. So, when you see let me tell you, and I have told them, and just mark it, all this way you are calling APC, calling this and that, is barbarous, rubbish. I said it before. I said it. So there's nothing I said that has not come to pass. Tell me one.
A lot of people say you're still bitter about losing out to the former vice president in that primary of the People's Democratic Party. Since that time that you vowed to pull the house down.
Which house?
The People's Democratic Party.
that since.
All right.
That you are the main person dividing the party.
Well, I don't know about dividing the party. Let me tell you. I have said before, when you do the right thing, you get the right result.
What do you want?
What
the
I
People's
want
Democratic Party.
What I want, the right thing should be done.
How?
And what's the right thing?
Okay, take for example, you talk about the right thing. Remember, I told them that, look, when the issue of secretary started here, I said, what you are doing is wrong. Follow due process. They said they are governors, they would decide. I said, no, it's not done that way. You saw what happened at the end of the day. The matter go to Supreme Court. Even when Supreme Court decided, it was still a problem. I said, this will kill the party. Allow it. Then when the convention is almost there, no opposition party carries on the impunity in this way. The opposition party is to put themselves together to take over power from the ruling party. But in this case, you appear not to be interested. All you're interested is, look, we are governors, anything we have to do, whether it will help you or not, is immaterial. It's immaterial. And I was a governor, and I told people. And when you say, oh, when you were a governor, we're not doing that, okay. Assume you do not consider. If I did it yesterday and it favored me, it does not mean that if you do it today, it will favor you. Circumstances change. And therefore, you must be very careful. What is happening to people is just self-inflicted. For nothing.
All right, your former colleague Kabiru Turaki has been endorsed by some Northwest leaders, including former acting chairman Ahmed Makarfi, who was also a former governor, and all of that. But then, just last night, we heard Umar Bature, National Organizing Secretary, and some other stakeholders too from the same Northwest coming to say that they're against that.
The last footprint of your party in the Southeast just went through. Just now. There's no other footprint in terms of, governorship, cadre in the entire Southeast. Now we're talking about whether there will be a convention, there will be a convention, there are court cases and all that. As somebody who's played a major role in making this party stand, would you now be content to fold your arms and say, I told you so? as against perhaps being proactive to make sure that you fight these fires?
Why do we say folding my arms and being proactive? So all this while I've been saying anything, you don't consider it. Have I not said before now that the booby trap you are setting will consume you? Have I not told you before now? The way these present governors are doing, they will bury this party. Have I not said before now that as opposition, we don't need to add with impurity? Look, I'm an FCT minister, for Christ's sake. Forget about whatever you think. Are you telling me, as it is today, because I'm not a governor, you go and hold PDP meeting, you call them stakeholders, and then you exclude me, and then you want to survive? No, okay, assuming I'm not even the FCT minister, but the role I have played in PDP till now, simply because I'm not a governor, I cannot be consulted in taking decision of the party. Certainly not. Certainly not. So when you see let me tell you, and I have told them, and just mark it. All this way you are calling APC, calling this and that, is barbarous, rubbish. Rubbish. Is it the APC that's making you to take the wrong decision? Is it the APC that's making you to take the wrong decision? What is there? You mean me, I will sit, and then 2-3 people say because they are governors, they are getting so much allocation. Then you go and decide, and then you tell me, follow. Follow who?
Isn't that the template that the PDP had always been using?
No.
The governor, there's always been the governor. It's always been like that.
That is why I say you make mistake. And when you make this mistake, okay, take for example, okay, assuming it is correct. It favored me yesterday. Does it necessarily follow that if you do the same thing, it will favor you? You don't do that. Therefore, also say this. Also say this. When we are governors, why was it that no governor left? Is it that we didn't have problems? We fought to be chairman of the party. It got to Supreme Court. You know that. Why is it that people didn't leave?
Well, the party in power. So
and leave them. No, it's not correct. We were not in power then. We were not in power. APC was in power. Under Buhari, yes. APC was in power. We were not in power. But the point remains, why is it that people didn't leave? You have to show leadership. You have to take responsibility. You have to show commitment. There's no commitment by coming out on the pages of newspapers and television houses.
And all of this.
It has never happened. It has never happened. Now look at it. Look at the crop of leadership you have within the governors forum. It's not abusing Wike is the matter. No. You have abused Wike severally. What is the result today? You have called Wike names. What is the result today? What is the result today?
Honorable Minister, they say all of this are being, targeted at making sure that the elective convention doesn't hold, and eventually PDP doesn't end up presenting a presidential candidate in the 2027 election.
Every day, yes. That's the one convention. What are you doing that they don't want the convention to hold? If you do the right thing, would anybody challenge the convention? If you do right thing. Look, you see, people think they are too smart. You have not done your congresses of those who will participate in that convention. All you are interested to do, let's go and do convention. You want to deny so many states of participating in the convention. I will say, look, you cannot do that. You say, in Anambra, there is no executive committee. In Ebonyi, there is not. Southeast, there is not.
So is it safe to conclude that you really do not want the convention to hold?
That's what you are concluding. What I'm saying is that do the right thing so we can come out with a good convention.
And if the convention doesn't hold, will you be happy that a former governing party in Nigeria doesn't have national officers and it doesn't have a presidential candidate in the 2027 election?
Oh, you are telling me if I will be happy if they don't hold.
That's what they are claiming. That you will be happy.
Okay. Will I be happy if you go and do a wrong thing? Will I be happy? Will I be happy you deny people the opportunity to participate in the convention? Will you be happy I sit down, you go to Lagos or somewhere and say you have zone secretary